How's it going, YouTube? We are back, and this time I wanted to talk about the Raiders and Ravens game that just happened on Monday Night Football. Before we get started, I have to ask you guys to leave a like and subscribe. It really does help me out. We're back from a little bit of a delay. Really busy weekend. Just a lot going on right now. Fantasy football drafts and fantasy football, watching football, and trying to keep up and stuff. Other life things as well, but this football game, man, the Raiders and the Ravens, man. Being a Raiders fan, you get used to a lot of beatdowns and games that you could have won but didn't. And this is a game that we probably should have lost based on the fact that we had a throw go right through our receiver's hands in OT, doink off of his helmet, and then get picked off. And somehow we managed to hold them with our lackluster defense. Maybe the defense is different this year. I mean, I know that Baltimore is banged up. They don't have really any of their top three running backs. But they do have the best running back in the league in Lamar Jackson. So that didn't stop them. They were prominent on offense. They put up 27 points. That's a pretty good number. The Raiders put up 27 in regular time as well. Shouts out to Derek Carr, man. That guy, I mean, a lot of people think that he was the problem, or he is the problem in the Raiders, why we haven't been winning games over the last whatever amount of seasons it is. But people also forget, and I think in 2016, I believe it was 2016, he led us to a 12-4 season and had an MVP caliber season, but got hurt before the playoffs, so we never really saw how far we could go with that team. Although I think we probably would have just lost to the Patriots in the next round after we would have beaten the Texans. But he isn't the problem. He had 34 seconds to drive us 80 yards down the field and get us some points. And he tied the game through two passes for 55 yards, and we tied the game with a field goal. Daniel Carlson nailing it from whatever it was, 55 yards out. Probably around a career high for him. I believe his career high is 54, so it was around that range, and he nailed it with plenty of space. I think even from 60, I think he probably makes it from that far out. It had the distance. So shouts out to him. The defense really just nutted up. I mean, they were put in some tough spots, and they forced Lamar to fumble twice. I don't know if Lamar has fumbleitis this year, or, it's way too soon to tell whether it's the Raiders are an improved defense or, the lack of running backs is really ailing the Ravens, or, Lamar has, fumbleitis this year, or whatever it is. They still managed to hold them. I know 27 points is not like a big deal. That's a lot of points. But like I said, when you're watching the Raiders, you're used to other teams scoring a lot of points and losing games like that. Like last year, the Chiefs, the Raiders put up 40-something points and we lost. You know what I mean? We could have beat the Chiefs twice last year, and we would have been like one of the only teams to have swept Mahomes over a season. I think the only two quarterbacks to beat Mahomes when he plays are Tom Brady and Derek Carr. I can't remember any other quarterbacks that have beaten him when he's healthy. I know that the Chiefs have lost games with him when he wasn't healthy. They lost the Chargers the last game of the season, but he didn't play. So I think that could be, call me out if I'm wrong, comment if I'm wrong, if there's another quarterback that's beaten Mahomes in the regular season when he's played a full game. But I don't think anyone has beat him other than Derek Carr and Tom Brady. So that's a short list. It's a very short list. Carl Nassib recently came out as the first LGBT player in the NFL, gets a big sack, forces the fumble that leads us to a Zay Jones touchdown. How he got so wide open, I have no idea, but it was the dagger pretty much. That was game. Derek Carr called game. So good for Carl Nassib. He took, it takes a lot of courage to come out and admit that you are gay or any other member of that community. And he's received a lot of support from the NFL community. His jersey sales spiked up really quick after his announcement. He gets a really defining moment for him, not just being known as, the first homosexual football player, but, a guy that made a key play in a Monday Night Football game in primetime television, you know what I mean? Forcing a fumble on one of the elite quarterbacks in the game in Lamar Jackson that led to a Raiders overtime win over a tough team, a top 5 NFL team that nobody gave the Raiders a shot against to beat. So that's a big moment for him. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for the Raiders. I'm happy for Derek Carr. You know, it's just who knows? I've seen projections of the Raiders going 2-15. I never really believed that. I believed us to be like an 8-9 or 9-8 team, but we just beat a top 5 team, and you know, we play the Steelers next week, and that's another tough matchup. If we beat the Steelers, then you know I think it's, you know, keep an eye out for the Raiders. That's all I'm gonna say, because this season could go sour really fast like it did last year. But it was a great game. Week 1 was an exciting week with football. Tampa and Dallas didn't disappoint. The Raiders and the Ravens didn't disappoint. Looks like it's going to be a great year for the NFL. I'm really hyped up, as you can tell. And that's going to do it for this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe. Comment what you guys think about the Raiders. Who's going to win the Super Bowl this year? Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe and comment, like I said. And I will see you guys next time.